Alright, time for some Bluey. The game, not the dog. Boom. AP boy. Day 10. Alright, did we did not go out here yet, right? Oh, we should go back out anyway to go do our tool. But I haven't seen you yet. We unlocked it and died. We're passed down in the garden. So what's your whole thing here, gamer? What do you do? Alright. Gardener's logbook, April 10th, 1992. When I first came onto the estate in the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and the green rooms of the house under his care. As a result of improvidence and the few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with even a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. To that end, I will make an effort to make some record of my dealings with under the estate, and as much as it pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. Among my many commissioned duties, I have been tasked with the conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. My domain stretched from gate to gate and encompasses the apple orchard, entrance drive, and east yard. Fortunately for my workload, the maintenance of the west grounds has not been a priority since Lady Epson's death and the ensuing closure of the west wing. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, so I still endeavor to brush the west path weekly, even if none of but myself take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundkeeping. The majority of these I discovered are only draftable on the perimeter of the house, along with the east and west wings, the terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within this category. The first task I've undertook as groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each lot on both the east and west wings of this house, and while I would have preferred a full survey of the 45 plots of the house, clear that inconvenience such as undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data, especially considering the rooms that would benefit from the survey only ever appear in the wings. Quantify soil quantity. I measured the soil capacity to support crop growth and maximize the promise of high yields. Survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth it. As suspected, the room position had a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in the greenhouse. Smudge pots. A few years ago, the Baron made the long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electrical power. The installation of the new system was a substantial undertaking, and almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, those renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and the equipment used outside of the house are still connected to power by gasoline, including but not limited to the orchard's smudge pots. The smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are a critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitude of the estate. These gas-burning stack heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure the daily yield of apples. When the smudge pots were not in use, the orchard gas lines should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and appliances. After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new college champion, and I have submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Arinda currently in the cloister with a much more appropriate angel, Raina. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of gardening? Though amused, I did not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listen to me rave and pontificate on the subject for a better part of our lunch yesterday, and she wonders why I avoid attending the cloister. Truth be told, I have forgotten how to access the inner garth, and I am too scared of chastisement to probe the particulars of the third time. Best rendition, pretty good considering I have only ever seen Raina as a patient in the chapel. Alright, nerd. So right now, I don't know what we're doing with the heating here, but maybe later. Oh, okay. We're gonna find 4 of these and light them up. Any appies? Yeah. Do 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 do. I feel like walking down there. Not really. I doubt we can do anything with it. Excuse you. Tool shed. Magnifying glass. And the metal detector. Mind if I do? Throw a nook first. Give me. Nothing else, nothing else. I don't want to do either of these. It's with the bedroom. What's up, bruv? 3 gems. Maybe a courtyard? Gotta be passageway. What do we have over here? Spare room corridor. The spare room for now. Billiards is fine. Den's also fine. We'll go den. Billiards gonna wait a minute. Give me my gem. And coin. Then you do billiards. Entry can wait. That already out for me. 2 equals 2. Are you square root? You mean 9? Give me 10? Nope, 2. You want to do it off the 1, huh? 9? That'd be 4. Am I dying here? Is it both? Oh, so it would have been 5. But is it both? Square root both of them? Be 9 plus 2 equals 11. No, I'm dying here. Nine. Five. Did I not do 10 the first time? 9. 10. What if you do 9? Hold on, 9? 9? No, that wouldn't make sense. I'm losing my mind here, bro. You square afterwards? Could that be it? 2? 9. We'll do 16. Okay. No, I mean, you do out to in, but that's fine. Or in to out. 16 divided by 8 is 2. Thank you. All I'm saying is this is kind of BS. That end would be nicer. Hey, give me a closet. Still have steps, I'm not worried about it. Reroll is nice. I think you now is actually fine here. So apparently I did see the combination for the Boudoir, the Christmas thing. Apparently the families is like dumb as bricks and they made it the same day as Christmas. Which is like I'm not a big fan of those puzzles because you gotta infer. Personally, I would never assume that they're dumb as bricks and think that they make the safe password the day they got the safe. But you know, maybe I'm built different. Always fine here. Parlor, we can throw a parlor down. We have 2 ways out. I think we're fine. Room's not called. What's it called? We like to draw you, but just not yet. Statement on this white box is true. There is a second wind-up key in this room. That's false. Box and on the white box. This box and the white box are both empty. There could be one. Apparently with upgrade you get a wind-up key. But, so what does that mean? You're the only true statement. These both lie. You can go ahead and corridor me. We don't gotta use what's it called here. I think orange is or repeatable, but bunk room, code check, coupon book. I don't really care for that. We'll take a bunk bed. Commissary. Actually, you know what? Roll me. Boudoir. Let me knock this out. Well, we can use you later. Yeah, and we'll do the nursery. Gem me. Alright. Go to the hallway. I passed the hallway? Whoops. I'm cool with chapel here. Miss Rowan, if you would. Garage. Yeah, I'll take a garage. Need 3 keys. We still haven't opened up your trunk yet. Keep it. I don't want the money. Good gymnasium here. We have footies. We're fine. Better hope for a good room here, though. What do you do again? Save stats when traveling longer distances across the state. Okay. What do you mean by like a longer distance? Well, this is bad. You gotta go pantry. You gotta go out. We'll go observatory. Well, we have money. Commissary. Salt, I don't know what you do. Whenever you eat food, get an extra foot. You never know. This is probably dark room. There's 2 ways, but it could be bad. The maid's room. That's fine. What's up, buddy? West Wing Hall. We do want to get that breaker out eventually. Conference. I have heard the study is really important, but I'm like, I don't want to go to the office. Because we didn't check the terminal last time. And also, apparently, the safe code's in here. It's the stinking March thing. March at the count. I thought you had your numbers. So you are the count. How many of you do you exist? 1, 2, 3. 3, that's a princess. So we'll do 0303. Okay. Are you 8 or are you infinity? Dear Mr. Sinclair, thanks you for promptly answering all of our demands, not involving the police, and allowing this unfortunate transaction to transpire as smoothly as one could hope. Well, I'm guessing you had hoped to never hear from us again once we have given you back the envelopes, but the one final red letter of our own was merited, given the circumstances. Hopefully you will not be as careless with the missive as you were with the others. Correspondence this incriminating should be kept in safes, not desk drawers. Let's first put your apprehensions aside. I'm sure another red envelope and the last thing you expected to find on your desk this week. No, we are not making more demands. No, we do not have copies of the other letters. You were already more than generous and accommodating, and the least we can do is fulfill our end of the bargain. Why write to you at all? Why incriminate ourselves further if we already had what we want? In a word of principles. Reading your eloquent reply to our initial note, it became apparent to us that there had been a few misunderstandings. The letter is intended to clarify some of those points. Hopefully we'll place those schemes in a softer light. I have gotten too excited with the colorful language of blackmail, but our goal was never to terrorize. Despite that, what you may believe is interpreted as thinly veiled threats towards your young nephew, I want to personally assure you that there was never any tangible danger. If we gave any impression we would hurt, the youngster. It was only meant only to, in the very vague sense of the hurting social prospects. Yes, while we admit that our word choices might be questionable enough so that it would be reasonable to accuse of us of being intentionally misleading, you hope you believe us when we tell you that this was not calculated to avoid illicit payment. However, if payment has been received, there is nothing to be gained by scrutinizing the questionable ethics that were employed in our extortion of those funds. Little defense can be mustered on that score. Additionally, any judgmental tone you may have detected while we discussed the content of your stolen letters was entirely unintended. When it on record that we do not consider ourselves superior to you and your family in any way, you are and are in fact entirely sympathetic to your underlying cause that the letters pertain to, and you thought this letter couldn't get more incriminating for us. Again, we feel guilty and sin, and only time will tell if the financial competence will outweigh our culpability. Even though you will never hear from us again, we hope this parting letter will result in your thinking of us and our dealings, if not favorably, at least sympathetically. Sorry for the inconvenience. Forever Anonymous X. We don't have we did put a commission out, right? Sure. Have been run this week? Never mind. Regular now. Franker. We want to look at the mail. Sir, you have not left me any. I gotta sneeze. Maybe not. No, maybe. Any instructions for the following week, and you know how much I hate leaving critical plans up until the last minute. As soon as you decide on definite plans for the holidays, please pass the message to me. Either through Hartley, who is validating for you validating for you this weekend, or you're absolutely insist through the confounded electronic typewriter. Use box repair. Gabe, yes, that was correct functionally. Also, when you are out here next week, please test the correct sequences off, blue, green. Okay, hold on. Okay. Power box. Off. Blue. Green. White, red, purple. Okay. Dear Herbert, we just wanted to let you know that the changes you requested to you will have been implemented and notarized. From premonition, God forbid, should it bear fruit, rest assured that your plans will be executed down to the last detail. McGuire, Kennedy, McDougal. The back indicator lights installed per instructions have been turned on. However, it should be noted that the white indicator is only displayed after syncing all 6 indicators to purple. It is not the desired functionality that is known. Will fix your regular service visit next week. DC power. Okay, we have 2 ways to go out of here, but one, yeah. Well, we have you and we have over here. So write down that safe. Safe code 0303. I'll probably remember it. Dining room, we made it to level 8 already. This is level 8 itself. Give me a pizza. It's fine. Waiting her on steps right now. We have gems. Let me go over here first, though. How far is commissary? Not that far. Dark room. I'd rather get power on first before I go back there. Frick you, buddy. The music room. Walk-in closet. I'm gonna come down to the, what's it called? That's fine. One major key. The prism key. If you unlock a door with a prism key in the green room, hallway, bedroom, red room, or shop, you will draw floor plans for that same color. We can't play, so don't worry about that. Denoted inverse, the clef. Nothing else to interact in here though, so I don't really. Maybe you move and you open, but I don't know where you would even lead to. Yeah, I can't do anything here. Get a gem. Another repeatable. I'm gonna go you, because odds are you just work. Okay, drawing room. That works for now. Where? I see him. Coin. You could work, but I'd rather try to get another split north. Archives, that's fine. I'm okay with it. Security is nice. Okay. You're fine, but offline mode should be open. And I'm cool with laboratory. That's okay. Extra times you open a locked trunk. Lose. Okay. Whenever you draft of archived for, do that all the time. One key, one gem, or one gold. That's randomly. The 40. Whenever you drop the shop room. Okay. Well, we're gonna get one key, one gem, or one gold every single room now. The pool. Sure. We drew a coin. Do we benefit from doing darkroom? No, because we're done with the floor pretty much. Oh, we can do the puzzle. I have a bad spot for it. Nah, we're good. Give me this floor plan. What do you got for me? Food air. We'll do this. Add a gem back to 12:25. Christmas Day. Number 4, Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of Marianne's disappearance from the public record. No surprise to me that the royal court wouldn't want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have a little regard for your niece, that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. Gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never heard of a family name or fortune of my own, never had, cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifices she did, but for the love of God, do not by that same display of weakness clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode in the darkness of the 100 Nights. To deny her stories, to deny her life. If, though your silence, you bless this betrayal, our son Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be committing to Christmas. Ruined? Well, we're dead. It's been 35 minutes, we can be gone. Well, Sonic gave us extra feet too. Come on, bro. $45 blue, 2 pink. Purple. Gold. Okay, sorry, I'm bad. I'm back. I'm back. We got the what was it? The Gem Cove, Gemstone Cavern. I'm gonna imagine another one for those burners inside the Gemstone Cavern because I don't think we can go that way, but I don't know yet. Maybe we can. Other one, maybe another draft. I gotta just find it to drop some more random items, rooms. Here. It could be outside somewhere. That's true. It'd be in the garage path, but I have no idea. We can try to do it. Did we? Wait, did we? We didn't turn the garage on, did we? Should have done that. I was a bit distracted, but gimme? No. Here's the last of the equipment for the new mine. I don't think we're going to need more than this, especially if we're going to limit excavation to 2 stones per day. Told by the engineer they're getting rid of that they might risk the structural integrity of the cave walls, so I suppose we'll have to adhere to his expert opinion, at least for now. And just remove all but one minecart from the old tunnels, 2 of which were too rusted and worn down to be any of use to us, so Dave went ahead and made this call to scrap them. Not sure that the foreman is going to be too happy about this, but hopefully you can smooth it over. There's still one more cart down there, but it's locked on the short track and is way too difficult to move back from the reservoir side. A little bit awkward because it's blocking the passage, so I suggest someone move it from the other side if they can get over there. Moss informed me us that there are 2 other ways into the site from the side, but I think we're going to leave them for someone else to finish the job if the old man really wants it done. Alright, bro. May need certain ones lit, so I hope that's not the case, but we'll see. Right now my goal is just turn them all on. There could even be more of these ones, I have no idea. If we want to go turn on the... It's fine. Go turn on the power in the garage and look for another thing. I should turn off the gymnasium. I was just dialed. Okay. Off. You have to come back anyway, I believe. I think like, even if I triggered myself, they flick it and then flick it off, it would still blow the fuse when you power it up. When you draw the room. Or to the garage. We've used a lot of our steps so far, but that's okay. We can get more, I believe. No shovel. One. Let's see, is there one inside? I doubt it would be inside. I feel like it would be outside. I'm pretty sure it's going to be in a room, but I figured we check. Yeah, it's fine. Let's not cross over there. It'll, helps us. Gotta be the commissary. We do have money. I could buy some food if it lets me. You'd be nice, and then we'll buy a shovel. And then we don't need gems, so okay. Well, that's not good for us. We just died. We didn't find we didn't find a security room, and we didn't find a what's it called? A key card. So we're dead. Whatever, we got a new room open. I gotta use the bathroom, so I'm gonna do /marker. Call it a day. Eepy dog. You sure do be eepy. I'm gonna put the kettle on, use the bathroom, and we'll come back and do more. Slash mark.